Hello students, welcome to my channel. So today in this video we are going to study about the genetic recombination in bacteria. Now see, in the previous we have already studied that bacteria is showing asexual reproduction by binary fission. So today our focus is how they are showing the genetic recombination. There are three methods by which the bacteria shows genetic recombinations. First is transformation, then is transduction, and next is your conjugation. We will not call it as a sexual reproduction. Why? Reason is because there is no meiosis. No meiosis will occur here and no gamete formation will be there. But exchange of the genes will be there. That is why we say bacteria is showing genetic recombination. Now we will be studying one by one. Today our topic will be transformation. Now let us study transformation in detail. Transforming principle was given by Griffith, who was working on Diplococcus pneumonia. So experimental material of Griffith was Diplococcus pneumonia. Now see, this bacteria is having two strains. One is R strain, R2 we call it, and another is S3 strain. S is called S strain. Why? Because it is making smooth colonies. And smooth colonies are because of the presence of polysaccharide. So we will say they are making smooth colonies due to presence of polysaccharide. And R is called R strain. Why? Because it is making rough colonies. Rough colonies means they don't have polysaccharide. The polysaccharide is absent here. So I hope this topic is clear. Diplococcus pneumonia was used as an experimental material by the Griffith, and it is having two strains. One is R strain, another is S strain. So R strain, another is S strain. Now see the diagrams. This is your S strain bacteria. If you see, there are two cocci. We are saying two cocci, that is why we say Diplococcus. And they are surrounded by this sheet which is made up of polysaccharide. And because of the polysaccharide, they are making the smooth colonies. That is why it is known as S strain. Now see another bacteria. This is R strain. It is called R strain because if you remember the previous diagram, there was capsule present, but here capsule is absent. Means polysaccharide layer is absent. And these are again your two cocci are together. That is why we call them as Diplococci. So he started this experiment with the two types of strains of the Diplococcus. One is S strain, another is R strain. And S strain of bacteria was injected into the mice. So this bacteria is injected into the mice. And finally we are finding that the mice died. He is using R strain of bacteria, and this R strain of bacteria is now injected into the mice. See this diagram, this R strain of bacteria is injected into the mice, and what he observed, the mice survived. This was his result. He observed the mice is surviving. So in the R strain, the mice is surviving, but in the S strain, the mice is not able to survive. So in the next experiment, what he is doing, see the diagram, he is killing the bacteria. Heat killed. He is using heat killed S strain. S strain are heat killed use here. And this heat killed S strain is injected into the mice. So this is injected into the mice, and the result was that mice survived. So up till here, if you see, three experiments we have done. In the R strain, the mice is surviving, but in the S strain, mice died, and the heat killed S, mice survived. So after analyzing it, ki in the heat killed S mice is surviving, and in the R strain, see this is heat killed S. And this is your R strain. So in these both in this separately the mice was surviving. So this combination was taken. This is very important. So the combination of heat killed S and R strain was taken and was then injected into the mice. This combination was injected into the mice, and to his surprise, the mice died. Mice died in this combination. When the mice died, what he has done, see, he dissected this mouse. And inside this mouse, he observed living S. So he observed that the heat-killed S strain was injected, but the living S strain are observed. So what he gave statement, he told it means something is released from heat-killed S, which is entering into R. Something is released from heat-killed S, which is entered into R. As a result, R is transformed into S. So R is transformed into S. In the R strain, when injected to the mice was surviving. But when the S strain was injected into the mice was not able to survive. But when heat-killed S strain was given to the mice was surviving. And in combination of heat-killed S strain plus R strain, when this combination was given, then the mice was not able to survive. And inside this mice, he observed living S strain. So he explained his concept by saying that something is released from heat-killed S which enter into R. And as a result, R is transformed into S. So he gave transforming principle. According to which something is released from heat-killed S which enter into R strain. R strain is changed into S strain. Thanks class for watching the video. Hope you have understood everything. And the link for the practice sheet related to this topic is given in the description below. You go and click it and please practice it and make your topic clear. Thanks for watching class.
If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel.